Okay. Yeah. Dan, just start with team news. How's everyone looking ahead of the weekend?
Yeah, what I learned the last time was speaking to earlier about who's available. Still 48 hours. I can give you another update today.
Nothing today, nothing?
No.
Okay. Cards close to your chest. How big a game is this on Sunday? They seem to just be getting bigger every week at the moment.
Yeah, the next big game. I think we have just big games since I'm here. It's always about a must win. We want to win. You know what it means. We have a big opportunity to close the gap from 13 points to 2 points, and it's a great opportunity.
Do you feel that games like this are a must win, Danny, when you're taking league leaders at your place?
Yeah, generally it's about consistency, to take consistently 3 points in a row again and again and again, and I think in the last couple of weeks we did really well on this. We took a lot of points. That's the reason why we closed the gap. I think it's for us a big game to take the 3 points, but I think it's also for Hearts. If you were 13 points ahead of a club and you drop maybe to 2 points, maybe there's also pressure on them. I think this is for both teams. Both teams knows what's about this game. We will prepare, we will invest, we will try, we will bring effort in, and then hopefully we take the 3 points.
Just reflecting on Wednesday night at Motherwell, are you still getting used to the swings in emotion that come with being Rangers manager when you drop points and fans react, and then when you win games and you're the best thing ever? I mean, is that still getting some used to taking?
Yeah, you have to 24 hours you get a trophy for the best manager of the month. 24 hours later, you're not good enough. This is football. It's about, I think I said it many times, always about the next game. It's about results, go again. And even in this situation, I go forward, I lead my group. Important is that we take the right consequence from this game, what we have to improve. And football sometimes is, it's emotional. We take this match day, we conceded late, the 2 other clubs scored late. Could be a completely different story today, and you ask me different questions, but this is football. I try to be in balance after wins, but also after draws. We speak not about defeats at the moment. We spoke about the draw. We were not happy, especially then when you conceded too late to stabilize.
When we spoke to you on Tuesday, you were asking the players to show courage, to show bravery. Some of the criticism that's been aimed at you from some supporters from Wednesday night was that when the chance was on to be bold with maybe your team selection before the game or with your substitutions, you maybe went the other way. Do you think that's fair? Is that a fair criticism?
Yeah, I think as a manager you always take the responsibility. I make my decision before the game. There was an idea behind, and then after, the decision making is influenced from the result. If you play a draw, then you have to ask maybe such criticized questions, but this is normal. I think I had some reasons. I said this. That was the reason why I can't tell you today about the injuries or not such events. In 24 hours between my press conference and the game, some things changed. I got some new information, and I have to make new decisions. Finally, I cannot risk some players when they are maybe not 100% available. And finally it's about results. If you take the right result, then you have always more arguments. If you play a draw, then you have to be ready for the other questions.
You mentioned there could be more pressure on Hearts considering where Rangers were at one point in the season. To get that win psychologically on Sunday, how big will it be not only for you guys pushing forward, but to impact a title rival?
Yeah, I think generally I said both teams have pressure on this game. We can close to 2 points, and it would be massive. I think every game now it's crucial. All the teams now know every result influence a lot, but every result is also not the final decision making. I think this is also very important to understand. we go in the home game. I think we have a good run at home, a lot of good results, a lot of clean sheets. But we face a strong side. Will be a different challenge to Wednesday. We have also to understand this game, and for this I try, and I want to pick the best team for this game again.
What's the biggest thing the players have to learn from Wednesday night?
Yeah, I think big respect also to Motherwell. They played in this game really well. I think this is also sometimes what we honor. That as an opponent they did well. They played with high intensity in all the phases of the game. We were not able to match them in some phases of the game. But when I look a little bit to our opportunities during the game, even we felt they control the game, but we have big chances to score 2-0 and 3-0. It was, I think, after 45 minutes a big chance. I can't remember that Motherwell had a 1-against-1 to the goalkeeper in front of the goal. But we had this moment, but general it feels not what we want. We want to have more control in all the phases, and in this game we couldn't. And now we move forward to a next opponent. They have also big weapons, transition moments. They are strong. Set play. They are strong. They are well organized, and we have to find again solutions for this opponent.
You speak about control there, Danny. Maybe the control that Motherwell had on the ball compared to your team. Is that? Do you need a pre-season to implement that as you'd like?
I'm not looking for excuses, but they're doing well. I'm not really sure how much games they had this season so far together. We play game by game. I think before the game, I spoke a little bit about if it's an advantage to have 10 games rest or not. You never know. I think what I always also I give them respect when they play well, and for us it's about to improve. I think we spoke before Motherwell how we improved in the final third. We did in the games, we scored more goals, what we want, we create more chances, and now we have also to improve again. This is about process, but finally, and this is the key message, it's about results, and especially in the second half of the season, every result is crucial.
How have you found the emotion of the players? Because you've had, the draw against Falkirk, the defeat against Hearts. You went on a great run after that. Did you feel the belief had been hit at all? Is it still very much there after the result?
Yeah, let's speak about our emotional after a win in Aberdeen, after a win in Celtic, after 8 wins in a row. I think it makes more sense to speak about the negative energy.
I think you touched on the chance that Yusuf had, the one-on-one. How do you go about getting the best? And we saw what you could do obviously at Celtic Park in that Old Firm game. How do you go about getting them scoring on a consistent?
You give him again belief and trust. I think you can imagine for Yusuf, it is tough for him. Not about the reaction or something like this. It's more about how he feels. He knows exactly he wants to score, and even in this game, for me, he runs a lot for the group. He comes in a good situation. I wish him that in the next time he takes the extra touch and then he look for the corner and he make this. But it comes. I totally believe, because I see a lot of things in him. It's again the small moments, and it comes not just when you think, should I? No, it's about hard working again, try the best, come again in the situations, and then we celebrate him versus Celtic when he scored. He turned the game with fantastic goals, and he can do this again, I believe totally.
Do you think it's fair on him? There's always scrutiny because of the transfer fee that the club paid for him. Do you think that's kind of hanging over him a wee bit?
Fair or not, I think for us it's about a good performance on the pitch, general, and this is absolutely my part. I give my players a good mirror, and after one game or two games, for me it's not always black or white. It's always about to manage my players, give them this trust again and again, work with them, give them solutions, bring them to the next level. and in the last weeks we brought a lot of players on the next level. This is important.
After long, you suggested that you might be okay with a point before that game. Do you understand maybe why some fans are a bit unsure about that, given every win is vital and vital as well?
Yeah, to bring it to the point, and I think maybe I wasn't clear enough after the game. My message should be more when I look to the game back after 90 minutes. Then we want to win, but in this game we were not able to get a win, and then you have to accept in this game the draw. But it's not that it feels well or good. No, we go in always a game, and it was, I think, if you listen to my press conference before, about the winning mindset. Since I'm here, I speak always about winning games. But I felt after the game, when I take the respect to the opponent, how they played and how we played, then in this case, the draw happens.
Rangers have found it tough against Hearts this season. They've been finding ways to win, even if they've not been playing so well over the past month or so. What are you expecting from Gers and Hearts this weekend?
It's a tough opponent. I think there's a reason why they are top of the league since match day 3 or something like this. I think since a very long time they find always a way to win games, but we found also a way to come back. And when I look, I'm not sure, to our form table, then we are 8 points ahead of them, and I think it showed that we can win more games than them, and they dropped also points. And for us, it's about again take the opportunity, have the 2 points in our mindset, not the 8 points.
How much did the game at Tynecastle against Hearts frustrate you? Comments?
Yeah, the story of the game was difficult. We started really well. The stadium was really quiet. We controlled the game. We scored, and then we had 4 minutes. These 2 conceded goals after set play, and then they got the momentum. In the second half, we tried. They were more compact, more deeper block. They wait for the transition moments, and it's then tough to break because they're well organized. A game has always its own story. I think you see this nearly every day in the football business. There's always about storytelling in a game, but we go and we try and we want to win this game.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Thank you.